If you would like to help support Jonose Cigars, head on over to the Smoke a Good One shop, link in the description below, where you can find all the great Jonose Cigars merchandise, t-shirts, phone cases, coffee mugs, and much more. So head on over to the Smoke a Good One shop today and help support this amazing cigar channel. And good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Joe with Jonose Cigars. One more before the end of March and the end of winter, at least according to the calendar. Weather is already starting to warm up a little bit, but I'm doing one last hurrah in the tent before I take it down for the season and start going back to outdoor cigar reviews, as I have always done in the past. We have one more left to go in the tent. A little bittersweet because I really have enjoyed this tent quite a bit. It has served me very, very well. All right, so we have already gotten through all the voter picks. I have my pick now for the last review here in the month of March, and I am picking one from JC Newman, one that they sent me a good number of, and I was very happy to see it. It's going to be the Diamond Crown number 7, the Pyramid. This is a 6.5 by 54 ring gauge Bellicoso, sporting a very, very lovely, lightly tan Connecticut shade wrapper leaf over the top. Specs on this one, the fillers on this, from 5 different filler leaves from the Caribbean and Central America, unspecified as far as the actual countries from those 5 different filler leaves. We have a Dominican binder leaf, and like I said, a U.S. grown Connecticut shade wrapper leaf that has been gone through a second fermentation process to try to cleanse it of more impurities, develop the flavor, and develop the color a little bit. And as you can see, this cigar does have a very, very nice color on this wrapper leaf. It's got some visible veins and seams. Very even pack, about a medium pack there. Very, very silky smooth texture when you touch the wrapper leaf. Pre-lat aromas. Getting a very nice graham cracker. Light vanilla and raisin. Ever so faint on cinnamon and nutmeg off the foot. All right, this one looks great, smells great. Let's get this one cut, toasted, see what we can find out. Draw on this one is absolutely perfect. Great resistance, very, very abundant smoke output. Medium to mild sort of smoke texture, very creamy, very smooth. We're getting some light sweet woodiness, very reminiscent of pecan and cedar wood. There is just a nice cream flavor coming through as well. There's some pine nuttiness to this, or pecan nuttiness to this as well. What else is going on in there? Very nice hazelnut. Very creamy. Kind of reminiscent of a light roast hazelnut coffee with cream. Liking it. All right, let this go until I get a little further into the first third. I'll see you then. All right, excuse me. 10 minutes in, well into the first third. Actually burning kind of fast. As you can see, I've already gotten pretty well into the stick. Burn is pretty good. There is one little valley right there. Can you get in that? There we go. One little valley. Otherwise, it's burning pretty well. A very nice, strong gray ash. All right, still mild to medium in texture, body. It's got kind of a buttermilk tartness coming through, which I actually kind of like. I got this once before in another cigar. It reminded me a lot of that buttermilk tartness. And this one is kind of reminiscent of like a buttermilk cornbread of sorts. Really like it. Like a cornbread with honey. Liking that one a lot. Also getting kind of a musty wood character, and I gotta tell you, it reminds me a lot of other cigars that I've had that were very, very well aged, like 7 or 8 years aged. I know that this one uses some aged filler for sure. And I think it's been aged like 5 years. If that's the case, that would account for that sort of characteristic woody mustiness, which is kind of a telltale sign of well-aged tobacco. Liking this a lot. There's some sweetness in there, kind of a light honey sweetness. There is cedar wood in there, a little bit of salt and pepper, but the pepper is very, very subtle. It's not a very bold or spicy pepper. And on the retrohale, it's a fairly smooth retrohale. There's a tiny little bit of black pepper grit right in the back of your nose when you retrohale. But there's also a good amount of cedar and some almond in there. Very nicely balanced, very enjoyable. Liking this cigar a lot so far. Let's go until we get about midway through the stick. I will see you then. All right, we are 35 minutes in. Not really quite halfway through the stick, but I just had to show this ash. This is one of the best ashes I have had in months. Just incredible. Look at that. Great construction on this cigar. Well done, JC Newman, at least as far as making the damn things really, really well. Now let's talk about the body and the flavors. First of all, it's still mild to medium, holding completely true to what it was when he first lit up. The spice level is basically gone. That tartness is so potent on the finish, and it is a long finish. You are left with this fruity, somewhat buttermilk-esque sort of tartness that just lingers on the palate well after you draw and puff out the smoke. Ah. It is sweet, it is nutty, it is woody, it is musty. We are getting some fruit notes in there. I mentioned there was some fruit tardiness. I'm getting sort of it's pear and cherry. It's a weird combination, but they work. Musty cedar, sweet pecan, almond, little bits of hazelnut, lots of cream, and hints of, there is some sort of spice in there that's not white pepper, it's not black pepper, there's some other sort of spice going on in there. What is it? It's subtle and it's nice. Very balanced, works very well with the other flavors that are coming through. On the retrohale, you definitely get some white pepper. You get some almond. You get cedar. And there's something else going in there. Almost reminds me of banana nut bread. Really, really good. And I love it when you can just see the smoke pouring out of the cap of the cigar after you puff here. Yeah, I love that visual. Smoke just pouring out of the cap, and there goes my ash. It was beautiful. I'm glad you got to see it. All right, let this go until I get a little further into, well, about towards the end of the cigar. I'll see you then. Oh, wow. Damn, I really wanted to show you that ash. Waited just a little too long. Hour and 10 minutes in, well into the final third, just about down here to the nub. Smoke has been tasting really, really good. Still getting some of that fruitiness, kind of a drier fruitiness. Getting some fresh apricot, somewhat dry apricot, I guess, too. I guess it has to be one or the other. I guess it really is more of a fresh tasting apricot. Getting a golden raisin, graham cracker notes, plenty of cedar and pecan and hazelnut still. Getting some creamy coffee notes here at the end as well. On the retrohale, nice level of white pepper and cedar still. A little bit more of a potent white pepper spice. Also getting some cinnamon and some nutmeg in there too. Really great blend on the retrohale. Liking this cigar a lot. Thank you again, JC Newman, for sending me these. Really have enjoyed every last one that I've smoked, and I'm really glad I picked another good one for this review. Haven't had a bad one out of the ones you sent me, so very much appreciated. Thank you very much for sending these. I have enjoyed them immensely, and I've given some away to several people. Hope you guys who have received them already have enjoyed them as much as I did. I really have. And it has just been a very well constructed, very nice balance of flavor, great texture, huge smoke output, wonderful draw, all around a great outing by JC Newman. Fantastic blend from a fantastic company. Thanks so much for joining me for the last of the March reviews. April, right around the corner. So get over there on the community tab of the Jonose channel so you can cast the next votes for the cigars that are going to be featured in the month of April. And as always, do not forget to subscribe. Click that icon, bottom right corner, and do not forget to hit that bell icon so you can get notifications every time I release a new video or put out any other notifications for the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, you got to do it. Become part of the Jonose Smoke a Good One family. And check me out on Instagram, at Jonose Cigars is my handle. See all the other written reviews that I post there. And if you want to help support Jonose Cigars in a very direct way, head on over to the Smoke a Good One shop, link in the description below. Pick up some great Jonose merchandise and help support this channel. Until next time, everybody, smoke a good one. Hey, thanks for watching Jonose Cigars. If you like this cigar video and all things cigars in general, you might want to click on this head right here to subscribe to my channel and get notifications every time I release a new review or any other video for that matter. And if you like this video, probably like this one that YouTube randomly picked out for you. Yeah, check that one out.